Happy New Year, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve. We made it a little
Welcome
bit
to our
late.
live stream. Jamie has fixed a few technical problems that have aged her exponentially. And we
She'll
are
never catch up to us.
I don't know. This might have really bridged a few gaps.
That's great. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, but we've got it. We've got a little bit of everything going on, but it looks good. Eliza's in a blizzard in New Mexico. Gretchen and I
We're in tornado warning country.
in tornado warnings in Nashville, and
Welcome
Jamie's
to 2022.
Yeah.
and Jamie's dealing with Facebook glitches because of page updates that weren't understood. But we are here. We are live. We have music for you, and good to see my friends.
Let's start, shall we? Freight train plays a major seventh chord. Sign across the street says praise the Lord. Hotel coffee tastes like kerosene, and I'm happy as I think I've ever been. I don't really know just where I am. Somewhere between Bend and Birmingham. Here with you in some borrowed zip code. Nothing on our minds but the show. Be home tomorrow evening if we fly. If the weather's clear and the interstate stays dry. 19 songs and one more night to go. Time to get it up for the show. From time to time you may hear me complain, but only in passing like that old freight train, as if to make my presence known, as if to say I'm not alone. So leave that don't disturb sign at the door. Come lie beside your weary troubadour. We'll rest ourselves before it's time to go. What we got left, we'll save it for the show. sign across the street says praise the Lord. I felt like that was the right way to start because it's been 2 years since we've played a gig, and suddenly that song has a lot of nostalgia for me. Eliza?
You know, I love that song. I have never heard that song, so I'm just like, both Robert and I are just sitting here going, wow, that is a beautiful song.
Oh, thank you.
And Barry's embellishment on that beautiful little hook line there.
Can I just, before we go further, we
Sure.
are three women in the truth. Can I introduce to you the truth back here on piano? Yay! Massive applause.
I told people, they've said, well, where's the truth? And I said, he'll be there.
Over to you, Eliza.
All right. Well, it's just like me to put out a record two records during a pandemic. So, which I can't tour. So I've got one coming out in a couple of weeks. That's, since I moved here to beautiful New Mexico, it's just put me in touch with so much of my history and such a sense of nostalgia and sort of a bittersweet, wonderful memories that I have of traveling through the Southwest and just having it be my real heart's home. And returning here has been such a wonderful thing for me and brought me so much joy. So this new record is really like a little time out for some joy. I know that goes against the folk singer creed. But so this is one of the songs. This is actually a song that my dad recorded. It's a very old Irish song from the 1800s, but like so many of those old folk songs, it was really from a man's point of view, and so I have rewritten it to be from a woman wanderer. It's called Wanderin. My daddy was a songman, my mother broke his heart, and the road was always calling from the very start. And it looks like I'm never gonna cease my wandering. Oh, I have been a wanderer, from town to town, singing for my supper with no thoughts of settling down. And it looks like I'm never gonna cease my wandering. Had a guitar man in Austin, a friend in Santa Fe, and a cowboy up in Jackson who tempted me to stay. But it looks like I'm never gonna cease my wandering. From the Brazos to the Badlands, along the Rio Grande I roam, winding round the road bends, rolling like a stone. Always a wanderer, never a home, with all my days behind me and a heart that's bound to roam. Now it looks like I'm never gonna cease my wandering. Yeah, it looks like I'm never gonna cease my wandering.
Love.
Oh, well, I'm a little out of time here, but it's not too bad, is it?
It's not bad.
Oh, good. Okay, it's there's a blizzard going on out here, but it's so I think it might be, we're in the we're out in the middle of nowhere. So, anyway, Mary, what you got for us?
Oh, let's play a happy song.
All right.
Got Jamie Harris here with me, if you haven't met her yet. Crescent City disappearing in the rear view mirror, just like she's always done. I spend my life running from the ghost of the Vucare and that dirty spillway water in the setting sun. The daughters of charity left their mark on me. Keeping secrets, well, it just makes you feel alone. Magazine Street stole from me, and I never thought I'd find my way home. I thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. I thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. I was just another junkie jonesing on a Greyhound bus with a 20-year ticket to a tortured mind. Sirens, sorrow, cigarette butts. My Jesus in pieces, broken as the highway lines. I thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. I thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. You gave me something no one could take away. You saw through me and loved me anyway. Thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. I thank God for you. I thank God for you. Yeah. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you.
I'll tell you what, you couldn't hear it, but the truth was playing along with you.
Oh.
We really miss not being able to play together.
I love that song.
Couple of people are asking about the tip jar. There's just one tip jar, and I think it's on the bottom of your screen right now. It's all under my name because I used to be an accountant. So I'm the only one that anyone trusts to get the math right.
I certainly don't trust
We're so
me.
grateful. We're so grateful.
And we appreciate your exquisite mathematical skills.
No problem. I saw a couple of folks from Colorado in the comments. Liz, I see you. I'm glad to see you're safe. A lot of you guys know this, but I'm from Colorado. I'm from Boulder, and it was just awful to see what happened yesterday and last night. I've spent the morning checking up on all my people, and everybody that I know is safe, thank God. And but it was just a devastating thing. So I want to send this out to all my folks in Colorado. Saint Francis walking on the water, all his lambs have gone to slaughter, all the creatures who receive his grace, you can see them all in his haggard face. Saint Francis begging at your doorway, you want to let him in, but what will the neighbors say? And you know you can't go on, but you can't give up, and he answers you with his begging. Saint Francis sitting at your table, a cup of tea among the faithful, behind a wall that's made of little lies, much to your surprise, you start to cry. You will be whole again by these signs. You will know. You'll feel a stirring in your soul again, till sweet amnesia takes a hold. Saint Francis sleeping in the meadow, his halo is a raven's shadow. He's been sleeping for 800 years in a potter's field full of sparrows' tears. While we sleep and dream of heaven's gates, down Stay strong, you guys.
That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. I was listening and looking. We have, because I've converted this garage here in Taos, and so the whole garage door side is a big picture window. And while you were playing that song, this blizzard snow was coming down. It was just dreamy, just dreamy.
Well, I'm glad to provide the soundtrack to your to your blizzard, Eliza.
my blissful blizzard. Well, I'm going to keep doing songs off my new record, which will be out in a couple of weeks, which you can pre-order. And Jamie's been very nicely putting up the link to that. This is a song that I wrote years ago when I was. I have a whole history with the West, with the Southwest, and with the West and a lot of songs from over my years of just wandering around the West and making it my home. Many different segments of my life. And so there's all these characters and people and events and lost loves and people now gone and just wonderful experiences that I've just been tapping into by moving back here. And so that's why I made this record. So this is one of the songs. This was a song I wrote loosely around a friend of mine who we were riding up in the Wind River Range years ago. And he pointed over to the Absaroka Range and he said, I grew up over there, and he proceeded to tell me wonderful stories, and I just was able to turn that into this song. It's called "The Farthest End." Changing the weather, riding the range, he got caught in a late winter storm. He was up all night by the firelight, keeping his body warm. He had one cigarette, more than one regret, questions he'd never forget. Where's the farthest end of the deepest sky? Why does my heart still cry? Well, he ran away when he was just a kid. He joined up with the boys in the camp, and he roped and rode, and he rodeoed. He married the girl on the ranch. Now there's stock in the bank, and stock on the range. Questions that time cannot change. Where's the farthest end of the deepest sky? Why does my heart still cry? Where's the farthest end of the deepest sky? Why does my heart still cry? Overhead and his dreams far behind, and the things that won't change over time. Where's the farthest end of the deepest sky? Why does my heart still cry?
It's beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Thanks, guys.
Oh. Well, we shall continue, I reckon.
All right.
In the spirit of what Eliza's doing, I'm going to play a new song. I also have made a new record, and mine doesn't come out for a little bit, but it's done. And so I think this will be a good time to play some stuff from it. This is a song that I wrote with my dear friend Beth Nielsen Chapman, and I think it's the title of the record. It's called Dark Enough to See the Stars. At the bottom of my tears, on the backside of my fears, at the center of the pain, I hear my voice call out your name. Days go by, nothing works. I can't believe how much this hurts. I don't know where you are. It's dark enough to see the stars. Dark enough to see the stars. Dark enough to see the light in an ocean black and deep. In the middle of the night, as I hold on to your love, like those lights from up above, I have drifted out so far. It's dark enough to see the stars. Curse the clock, time is a thief. Every life it measures brief. Every child is born to die, but the soul is born to fly under heaven's canopy. Tiny diamonds, you and me, lightning bugs inside a jar. It's dark enough to see the stars. Dark enough to see the stars. Dark enough to see the light in an ocean black and deep. In the middle of the night, as I hold on to your love, like those lights from up above, I have drifted out so far. It's dark enough to see the stars. I've been carried out so far. It's dark enough to see the stars.
That's the first song from your new record that I've heard.
That's
I
right.
can't wait. I can't wait to. I'm hoping I'm gonna get a little sneak preview, maybe.
Absolutely.
I'm very biased, but I think it's incredible. It's so great. I just can't wait for the whole world to hear it.
Well,
So excited.
as you can see, we've brought out the accordion. Sorry, apologies ahead of time.
We love
we've hit
the
rock
accordion.
bottom.
I'm gonna cover this ear, the one that's closest to the accordion, so that maybe I won't hear. It's quite similar. But we had a couple of requests for this song, which I did not write. It was written by Tom Russell, but I was lucky enough to be the first person to record it, and it's just a piece of pure poetry from Tom. There are ghosts out in the rain tonight, high up in those ancient trees, and I have given up without a fight. Another blind fool on her knees, and all the gods that I've abandoned begin to speak in simple tongue, and suddenly I've come to know that there are no roads left to run. It's the hour of dogs a bargain. That's what the old ones used to say. It's first light or it's sundown before the children cease their play. When the mountains glow like mission wine, turn gray like a Spanish Rome, 10,000 eyes will stop to worship, turn away and head for home. She is reaching out her arms tonight, and yes, my poverty is real. I gray roses shall rain down again from Guadalupe on her hill. And who am I to doubt these mysteries, cured in centuries of blood and candle smoke? I am the least of all your pilgrims here, but I am most in need of She appeared to Juan Diego. She left her image on his cape. 500 years of sorrow cannot destroy their deepest faith. So here I am, your ragged disbeliever, a doubting Thomas drowned in tears, as I watch your church sink through the earth. like a heart worn down by fear. She's reaching out her arms tonight, and yes, my poverty is real. I pray roses shall rain down again from Guadalupe on her hill. And who am I to doubt these mysteries, cured in centuries of blood and candle smoke? I am the least of all your children here, but I am most in need of hope. I am the least of all your pilgrims here, but I am most in need of hope. Thank you for that song, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. I was singing the third harmony there.
Boy, I was hearing y'all in my head
Yeah, I was missing it.
for sure.
It's great to hear you guys. Great to hear Barry again, too. Well, I think I'm going to do a medley of my hit. This goes out to Christine Alberts, who goes all the way back to my New Mexico years, my Texas years, and I know we're very, very, very grateful today for all for the vaccine that's available to people, and very happy that we've all been vaccinated, and very happy that our friends are all vaccinated, because especially singers, because singers have to remove their masks, and that's a favor you're doing the singers by wearing a mask, and we appreciate that whenever it is we go back out there again. So here is The Beauty Way. My father made a pretty damn good living playing music on the beauty way. He's gonna die with some money in his pocket. Wish I could do the same today, little darling. Wish I could do the same today. Doe-eyed kid and a little transistor tuned into Wolfman Jack. I picked up a guitar, heard the sirens whisper, and I never looked back, little darling, and I never looked back. I worked the clubs along the Sangre de Cristos, polished the diamond in the rough. By the time I hit LA, I was hotter than a pistol. But you're never hot enough, little darling. You're never really hot enough. I felt the lights on the big, big stages, the fire burning in my soul. Had those nights when my guitar rages, but it's not something you control, little darling. It's not something you control. Red-tail diving for a rat on Sunset, coyote picking through the trash. Oh, I wish I was lying like a cat in the sun instead of working like a dog for the cash. Oh, darling, I'm only working for the cash. Well, sometimes I wish I could unplug this cord and my soul or my money I could save. But every time I say I'm gonna quit the beauty way, I hear my bones turning in their grave. Oh, darling, bones turning in their grave. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jamie's over here singing the
Oh, man.
harmony on that.
Jamie sings so great on that song. I remember the first time I asked you, and I didn't know if you even knew the song. We were somewhere live.
I remember
Some-
where it was. Yeah,
Saxon, wasn't it?
it was at the Saxon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And okay, Jamie, you want to come and sing us? You came and just nailed it.
It's truly one of the best memories of my life. That's not an exaggeration. It was like
It was our first time to kind of play together.
Yeah, there was one time when I don't think I'd even met you yet, and you were playing a live radio show, and Mark Hallman was singing with you, and Mark just pointed at me and was like, "Come, you know this part, right? Come sing this." And I was like, "I haven't even met Eliza," and I was like on stage with you. That was a cool moment too.
Was that it? Was that the time?
No, that
That's-
was a different time. This, it was funny that you mentioned that because I was thinking about it last night because while we were there is because a friend of mine who has 12 children, his house caught on fire, I think the day after Christmas or the day after New Year's. And they lost everything in their fire.
It's
And so
the
we were
accordion
talking
player.
about, exactly.
Yeah.
Josh Baca.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We played a benefit
And
for
we
him.
played a benefit for
Yeah.
him. And so I was telling Gaucher that story last night because of obviously what's happening in Colorado. And
Yeah, there's a lot of international folk on the stream who don't know the day-to-day news in America, that catastrophe after catastrophe, but has been a terrible fire outside of Boulder, in Boulder County, Colorado, that has taken hundreds and hundreds of homes in a moment. It just burned to the ground.
People just barely got out. I mean, they had seconds to leave. It's just unbelievable. I mean, who would have thought winter, that you'd have fires in winter? You know, that's just doesn't even make any sense.
And there's a blizzard there now.
Yeah, those poor. I mean, and now their pipes are going to freeze, and yeah, they have no heat. The rest of the people whose houses didn't burn have no heat. So, yeah, it's a
Because they have
real
no
catastrophe.
electricity.
Right.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
mess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mess. So we're
Yeah.
thinking about
Hard times.
the folk there today, and sending our love, thoughts. Yeah, Jamie was talking about that show that you guys did to help that family, and she also said she used to drive around Austin late at night and sing that song at the top of her voice along with you on the CD or Spotify, whatever you were listening to it on.
Well, Jamie, you've always been so supportive, and I just want to say what an incredible debut record you had in Austin, just straight to the top. Everybody adored it, and I know you've got a new one coming out too, so congratulations on
Eliza.
that.
thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you, Eliza.
We'll see you soon. Speaking of new records, are you?
Play another new song.
That was very cool.
Mutual Admiration.
Every song that goes by, I'm like, this is my favorite song. This is my favorite. By everyone. It's so cool.
Highway 90 westbound in falling dark, rolling past cornfields, catfish farms and swamps, a Pascagoula sunset, a longing breaking through. I don't know why I'm always leaving, Don't know why I left you. Won't you meet me in the meadow? We can look up at the stars, lean into the wind, dream again, find out who we are. Won't you meet me in the meadow? No more alone. We could lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. I have so much to tell you, baby, I'm ready to come clean. I'm so tired of running from things I cannot leave. You and me and Mississippi battled beautiful sky in need of forgiveness and the grace of God. Won't you meet me in the meadow? We can look up at the stars, lean into the wind, dream again, find out who we are. Won't you meet me in the meadow? No more alone. We could lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. Throw a blanket in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home.
Cannot wait to hear this record. Wow. Beautiful song.
Thanks, G and B.
It's about to be midnight in Germany. Somebody just posted. So,
Oh, Happy New Year first, huh?
It's going to be New Year's sometime in the middle of this next song. Over there.
2022, Germany, Holland.
And can I just, not really a prayer, but just send this intention out into the universe that 2022 have mercy on us, because we've all been through a lot. It's been a rough year. I've seen a lot of people here and watching the comments go by saying, you know, music has gotten me through this horrible year, and I know I'm feeling it. I told Barry that when we were just running through these songs, I got super emotional just singing them, because it's been that way for us too. We haven't been in front of audiences, and we miss you a lot. We miss that energy and being together, and so just know that as much as you've missed it, we've missed it too, and soon. How does this song go again?
That's it.
You'd think I'd know after 30 years. On a bus to St. Cloud, Minnesota, I thought I saw you there, with the snow falling down around you like a silent prayer. And once on a street in New York City, with the jazz and the sin in the air, and once on a cold LA freeway going nowhere. And it's strange, but it's true, I was sure it was you, just a face in the crowd on a bus to St. Cloud, in a church in downtown New Orleans. I got down on my knees and I prayed, and I wept in the arms of Jesus for the choice you made. 'Cause we were just getting to the good part, just getting past the mystery. Oh, and it's just like you, it's just like you to disagree. And it's strange, but it's true, you just slipped out of view like a face in the crowd on a bus to St. Cloud. And you chase me like a shadow, and you haunt me like a ghost. And I hate you some, and I love you some, but I miss you most. On a bus to St. Cloud, Minnesota, I thought I saw you there, with the snow falling down around you like a silent prayer.
Woot! Woot! You know, the first time I ever heard that song, I've told this before, Gretchen knows this, but Jimmy LaFave covered that song, and his version of it was so stellar. And the first time I heard it, I had just gone through a terrible breakup. It was years ago, but It was at Folk Alliance, and Jimmy was doing his showcase at Folk Alliance, and I just walked in, and he was doing that song, and it was that feeling like in a movie where there's suddenly you're on that train, the background goes, wah, it's like, I'm the only person here in the room. Oh my God, that is just such a dark and luscious song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, along with the theme, I think that we're really looking at today, and people's comments coming in as well. Well, first, I want to say some people are asking about that tipping us, and just know that the posting that we're putting there, which is Gretchen's tip, that's to be shared with all of us. So I know some people want to tip, they're thinking, they need to send it to me or to Mary. Just the link that we're posting is for all of us, which goes to Gretchen's account, which we mentioned earlier, but in case you just tuned in, it's going to Gretchen's account because Gretchen actually has really great accounting skills, and Mary and I have learned over and over again that we don't. So Gretchen her brain just works that way so beautifully, and besides being such a killer songwriter. So I thought I would do this song because of what's happening in Boulder, but also what's happening everywhere. I think the idea of gearing up again for another variant and locking down again is it's hard to stay positive, and it's hard to stay hopeful. It's hard to find your joy right now. So, but I hearken back. I think about all the times in my life when things were bad, and those are really the times that shaped me and taught me who I really am, and other people around me. I've seen them through the hardest of times, and the decency that people rise to. It's so important right now to remember that these times are shaping us, and that we have opportunities here to be kind to each other and to be decent, and to model what it means to be a decent human being. So this is a song called Sanctuary, and this was on a record of mine called Secularia, which was what I called my secular hymns. Non-religious, religious songs for non-believers, I think, something like that. But because I never mention a single deity in this song, it's just whatever that power is for you, if it's even just your own subconscious or nature or some deity or great power, higher power. This is called Sanctuary. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow, thou art with me. Though my heart's been torn on fields of battle, thou art with me. Though my trust is gone and my faith not near, in love's sanctuary, thou art with me. Through desolation's fire and fear's dark thunder, thou art with me. In the sea of desires that drag me under, thou art with me. Though I've been traded in like a souvenir, in love's sanctuary, thou art with me. The doubter's gloom and the cynic's sneer, thou art with me. In the crowded rooms of a mind unclear, thou art with me. Though I walk for a while down a trail of tears, sanctuary, thou art with me. In love's sanctuary, thou art with me. In love's sanctuary, thou art with me.
Another great song.
Bringing hope, Eliza Gilkison. The optimist.
You know, I kind of am, for as much as a collapse, mentality that I pretty much maintained in the last 10 years. I am a joyful person, and I hope we all find ways to tap into that in ourselves.
Well, you know what you consistently believe in, and so do I these days, is love. You know, there's reason for optimism if you can believe in love. And I mean, on a small level. I mean, macro love seems impossible these days, but on an interpersonal level.
No, just my dog, man.
Yeah,
It's
dog,
just like,
dog love.
seriously,
We'll go with dog love. Yeah.
So much love there. I mean, it's finding the beauty of the small things right now. I think that the things that don't cost anything but are right in front of us.
Yeah, the small kindnesses are much bigger than we think. Beautiful song. Thank you, Eliza. All right, this is moving right along. Happy New Year in Germany and Holland and Denmark and, the folks in Western Europe. Happy New Year. And this is another relatively new song. I wrote this with Ben Glover after we got word that we had lost John Prine, our first very personal and close loss of the pandemic in 2020, March. And so this is called Till I See You Again. And we're going to send this out to everyone who's grieving, which probably is everyone at this point. And it goes like this. May eternity hold you in the hollow of her hand. May a soft wind enfold you as you travel distant lands. May the moon and stars delight you as the daylight dims. Till the morning sun warms your face. Till I see you again. May you lay down your struggle beneath a silver sky. May a summer rain inside your dreams sing a lullaby. May there be no more struggle, no more pain. May you sleep inside the stillness of the night till I see you again. May you never be a stranger may you never feel alone. May you reunite with family and friends. May they walk you home. May love embrace you in a dance that never ends. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again.
Ooh. A lot of people out there missing John, and also Nancy Griffith, who we lost this year as well. So it's been a rough couple of years. I want to do this song because I really New Year's Eve to me is like the saddest of all possible holidays. Or not the saddest, the most melancholy, I guess.
It's the
And
saddest happy day.
It's the saddest happy day. I kind of like it because of the sense of the year. And I don't like the New Year's Eve party aspect of it, but I do like the kind of this year is spent and we're on to a new one soon. But it's sort of a last look, I guess. So I want to do this song because this is called The Last Day of the Year. And I started this song in 2004. I pulled it out. It was a day much colder than today, but it was just a gray, overcast, typical kind of Nashville winter day. And I started writing this song, and for some reason, and I didn't really plan this, but for some reason, I only pulled this song out on New Year's Eve for like a number of years. And I would write a little bit, and then I would put it away, and I wouldn't pull it out for a year. And it was a matter of probably, I think, 4 or 5 years of doing that until I finished it. I don't know why that happened, but I didn't question it. It's just the way this song got written. On the last day of the year, I held you in my arms, and we watched the fireworks mingle with a crowd of falling stars. Then we rang in the new year, watch the old one disappear, and then I kissed you and you walked away on the last day of the year. On the last day of the year, I made a deal with God. I said I wouldn't be so selfish if he wouldn't be so hard. Still I wonder where's the justice in abandoning us here. Have we come so far for nothing on the land?
thinking, truth be told. On the last day of the year, when the sky has turned to snow and the calendar is spent and the hours are turning slow, while the world is fast asleep, we recount our hopes and fears, and we make promises that we can't keep. On the last day of the year, we make promises that we can't keep. On the last day of the year.
That's a perfect New Year's song. Well, it's a melancholy New Year's song.
That's my kind of New Year's song. I think I probably should have mentioned that I think this is going to be our last go-round.
Yes.
I don't know why I should have mentioned that, but I think it's just to give everybody a chance to, do what they're going to do, pour the champagne or whatever. So for my part, I'm just going to sit back and listen. And boy, this has been so good for my soul tonight. Really hope it's been good for you guys too.
Well, I was thinking, I was just noticing that Gretchen and Barry are working together, and Mary and Jamie are together tonight, and my husband Robert is working with me tonight too, and handling the computer end of things. And I was just thinking, God, how grateful I am for having a partner right now, and how much easier it makes it to go through this and these times. And now we're talking, into our second year, and this song is dedicated to people who aren't in a relationship right now, because it just to have to lock down again must be so painful for some people to have to go back into the cave. And it's interesting because I've had many years where I've been alone, and my friends and family and pets and all these things sustained me. But you had access to other people. You had a life, where you went out and you did things with other people, and it's you can't do that right now. So we have to be so careful, and so I know it's so hard. So this is just a little love song, and just so grateful for the love in my life. The sun has slipped its face below the hills in the west. Here on the frontier, this is the time we love best. The breeze ripples the trees along the Rio Grande. Here is where we've made our last stand. Now don't stop loving me, baby, now don't stop. Your skin smells like the sage growing down by the stream. Please don't try to wake me, let me stay in this dream. We'll lie under the stars until the full moon appears, thankful for the wisdom of our years. Now don't stop stop loving me, baby. Now don't stop. Don't stop loving me, baby. Now don't stop. Now I'm lying on our satin sheets like Boney Maroney. Out there in the meadow stands my painted pony. Reminds me of a dream I had when I was a child. I'm gonna get up on that pony. I'm gonna ride, ride, ride. Now don't stop loving me, baby. Now don't stop. Don't stop loving me, baby. Now don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Yes, indeed. Oh, man. I haven't had a drink in 31 years, but that made me remember the joy of martinis.
That's right. It does tap into that kind of.
I love it. Oh, yeah. Make it dirty, honey. Oh, beautiful, Eliza.
Thank you. I'm loving everybody's songs tonight. And Mary, your new ones, wonderful. Oh, great to hear them. They're just fabulous.
Oh,
Can
thank
we
you.
have a moment before you do your last song where we, all three of us, just hang and
Yeah,
or do
you
wanna
know-
do it afterwards? Or?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought we would play one more and then we'd all hang and check in with
Okay.
each other and
Good.
have a little group conversation in front of 680 people. And wrap it up in that way.
Sounds great.
So before I play the next song, I want to do a quick little excerpt. I just can't help myself. I want to read from this book that I put out this year called Saved by a Song. It kind of encapsulates where we got our name for Three Women and the Truth. We've been running the roads together, Eliza, Gretchen, and I, and then Barry and Jamie have joined in many times as well as Three Women and the Truth. Many years now. I don't even know the years. We can discuss that when we all come into the chat. But lots of years of Three Women and the Truth touring as a sort of a song swap tour. And so I'm going to read a little section from Saved by a Song and kind of explain that a little bit. But it goes like this. St. Francis of Assisi said, "One who works with their hands is a laborer. One who works with their hands and their head is a craftsman. One who works with their hands, their head, and their heart is an artist. Artists are links in a chain, rungs in a ladder that span the entirety of human history. Call it God or genius, truth or talent or love, but no matter what you call it, the thing that connects an individual to the source manifests uniquely. No two voices are the same, and every voice matters. The articulations do not need to be complex. As the great country songwriter Harlan Howard once said, a country song is three chords and the truth. That's where we got our name, from Harlan's assessment of country music as three chords and the truth. We became Three Women and the Truth. Anyone who is driven to truth and self-expression can become an artist. Artists, well, we're like firemen. When the rest of the world is running away from the explosion, we run to it and report back. Artists feel the heat. We touch the burn. We write the thing we have to write, the particular story we are on fire for, the one that breaks our own heart, the one that only we can tell. The ask is this: no matter how many songs we've written, each time the struggle is to get back to that singular place where it is just us and the fire, alone in a room. Happy New Year, everyone. Well, my father sure could use a little mercy now. The fruits of his labor falling right slowly on the ground. His work is almost over. Won't be long, he won't be around. I love my father. He could use some mercy now. And my brother sure could use a little mercy now. He's a stranger to freedom, shackled to his fear and doubt. The pain that he lives in, it's almost more than living will allow. I love my brother. He could use some mercy now. My church and my country, they could use a little mercy now. As they sink into a poison pit, it's gonna take forever to climb out. They carry the weight of the faithful who follow them down. I love my church and country. They could use some mercy now. Every living thing could use a little mercy now. Only the hand of grace can end the race towards another mushroom cloud. There's people in power who'll do anything to keep their crown. I love life, life itself could use some mercy now. Yeah, we all could use a little mercy now. I know we don't deserve it, but we need it anyhow. We ain't in the balance. We dangle between hell and hallowed ground. And every single one of us could use some mercy now. Yes, every single one of us could use some mercy now. Thank you, Jamie.
Happy New Year.
That was a perfect ending for this. I just want to say I've really enjoyed watching the comments go by, because there's so many of you out there that I know, and that all of us, we've played in your town, and we just can't wait to get back to you.
Feel the same way, and we're going to do it safely when the time is right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We did a show. I did a show a few months ago in New Mexico, which is a blue state, and has our governor, Michelle Lujan, has really been have great, strict rules here, and so I did a show down in Santa Fe at the Lenzic Theater with my friend John O'Manson. It was his big show down there, and everybody wore a mask. They socially distanced. And it's a 700-person theater, so everybody could go in their pods. Everybody was vaxxed. Everybody was masked. Everybody backstage was masked, and it was really fun, and it felt really safe. And so, there's a way to do this. We just haven't seen any uniformity with the venues because of the state rules. Like in Texas, it's literally against the law to have a mask mandate. Is that crazy? So, there is a way to do this, but everybody got to do it.
We will get there. Gotta believe. Gotta believe. Gotta believe.
But in the meantime, I think it's pretty cool. I will say I never thought last year, 1 year ago, when we were doing this very thing, that we would be doing it again. A year from then, I never thought that would happen. But I will say, if we had to, it's a pretty darn cool tradition that we have. And maybe, God willing, next year we could just do it because we want to, not because we have to.
Maybe next year we could do it actually in a venue.
Together,
Safely in front of people.
From the same
Although,
room.
I have to say, ringing in the new year with a bunch of sad songs, I used to love to go out and party on New Year's Eve. It's like, go see a band, and shake it, don't break it. But, I've never done New Year's Eve because it's kind of like, wah, 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 and then the world's going to end, and, will there even be another year?
Eliza, I bet you were a disco queen in the 80s.
Well, I did have a feathered haircut. I had feathered haircut,
Yeah.
But I had terrible outfits with like onesies with giant shoulder pads and boots and stuff. I should. I'm sorry. Maybe next year, if we have to do this again, we can show some pictures of ourselves at the
on previous New Year's Eves.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
I had like a mullet. That's what it was. Yeah. And terrible outfits. They were really.
Well, I want to say that I don't know. A lot of you are from the UK. A lot of you out there from Europe. I see Australia all over the place. I don't know if you know about this, but there is a tradition in the South that the first thing you have to eat in the new year, which for most of us, if we stay up past midnight, would be right after midnight. You have to eat black-eyed peas for good luck. So I just want to put this out there. Everybody, eat your black-eyed peas, please.
Eat a shit ton of them.
Eat as many as you can hold.
Yeah.
We're gonna need it. We're gonna need a lot of black-eyed peas this year.
Yeah.
And personally, I hate them. I think they taste like dirt. But
they don't taste very good. World black-eyed peas.
You put a lot of Tabasco on them, and you just don't even taste them. It's
Mary-
just hot sauce and
Mary
cornbread.
Mary being the chef would be
Yeah.
the only one that could make them palatable.
That's
Yeah, you
right.
got to
To-
drown
to
them in
me.
heat and bring on the cornbread.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh,
Well,
my
since
gosh.
we've been here, 4 inches of snow has fallen outside. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, Bina says it's a donut in Germany. I much prefer the donut tradition,
God,
Bina.
yeah,
I'm
tell you, the
down with
donut.
that. Like
Me too.
a donut is always good luck.
Sauerkraut
get donuts.
and pork
Let's-
in the Midwest.
We should do whatever any of the superstitions are. We should all do all of
All
them.
do them in
Yeah.
Spain.
Let us-
In
Liz,
New Mexico-
Constantly eating good luck food tomorrow.
Liz,
Actually, with the direction the world's going, we might want to try something new.
Liz Ferguson said in Spain it's grapes and in Scotland it's steak pie, which that also sounds pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
In New
some
Mexico,
steak
it's
pie.
pozole.
And it
Oh, love pozole.
Oh, pozole.
Hell, bring it all on. Let's have
Yeah.
a buffet.
okay. We've been invited to Germany for New Year's Eve to have donuts. You
Great.
guys.
Let's
Yeah.
Do it.
Donuts, man. That's worth getting on an airplane for almost.
Oh my God, this has been so much fun.
It's great to hang out with you guys. We had a
Yep.
sound check yesterday, and we laughed so hard. 'Cause it was like what it was like for us backstage. Didn't we laugh? Oh my God! When we were on the road together, we laughed so hard. And
We had
yesterday at our
moments.
sound check, we got right back into our groove. Like, I'm seen you in 6 months now. Make me laugh.
Oh, in Vermont, maple syrup. Oh, we're getting all kinds of great suggestions
Wow.
here.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I would do that. Just glug down some maple syrup. Totally.
And Kathy says, let's make it tacos, which is always a good idea.
Let's make that the new
New
tradition.
Year's tacos. We're
I
in.
love yes.
Yeah. Well,
Well-
everybody, hang in there. My God, be
Hang in,
careful.
y'all.
Don't just because we've done this for 2 years and gotten away. Some of us have made it so far. Doesn't mean that we had to get lax all of a sudden. Now's the time to be vigilant again,
Yep.
and get vaccinated if you haven't. So, so grateful that that option is available.
I have my fingers crossed and everything else crossed that our Barry's and my tour in the UK and Netherlands, which is scheduled for March and April, can happen. I'm just going to knock on wood here just for a minute.
Yeah, I hope that happens for you guys.
They say that this may be bad. It's going to be bad, but it's going to come through fairly quickly. So I hope
Yeah.
that that's true. But
And you'll
Hang
look
in
for
there.
my record if you would. That it'll be out in 2 weeks. Songs from the River Wind. I did some songs from it today, but I don't know how. How do you get a record out there if you're not touring? I mean, somebody
Like
tell
this.
me. Yeah, this
you
is
do your live streams and people come to you. This might
Yeah.
actually not be such a bad thing.
Yeah. Well,
You
there's
don't have to
there's
get
gotta
on
be
a plane,
way.
and the whole world is.
Yeah.
The technology still amazes me. Actually, that
Oh, it's
we
so
have people
great.
from all over the world on the stream, and
Yeah.
it's a real bridge builder. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I like it too. I really do. Once you get the technology thing down, I just built a whole little studio for live stream because I don't really know, what's going to happen. But I love doing this. So, yeah.
I want to thank Jamie for making this work
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jamie,
this is
thank
fun.
you. All right.
for the
Someone-
slideshows and the.
Someone just asked, is Jamie the truth?
I think
Actually,
Barry's the truth.
Barry's the truth. Jamie is the light, I think.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
She sure is in every way. Absolutely.
Well-
Makes it possible to do this. I could never do it without her. She does such a fine job with all of the logistics of live streaming. There's a lot to learn, and she's mastered it. And made
Jamie,
this.
do you have a live stream coming up?
Yeah, I'll actually be playing with Mary on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel Sunday at 2:00. So
Very good. That's
Yeah.
great. And I actually I'm going to be doing my entire new record on January 29th with Don Richmond from Alamos is going to come down and play some background stuff with me. It's nice to have a musician that can drive over here. So great. I'm looking forward to yours, Jamie. That's going to be beautiful. I'm sure you got some new songs for us.
Oh yeah, we're still
Awesome.
steady writing.
Right.
So well, we love you guys. Thank
Love you all.
Thanks so much for being here, everybody.
And thanks for tuning in, everyone. Happy New Year to all.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Happy New
Love
Year.
you.
Kick this one to the curb.
Yeah.